The haunted hotel room with no number. In the outskirts of a quiet, historic town, a grand but dilapidated hotel stood, shrouded in an aura of dread. Locals referred to it as the Vanishing Hotel. Its sinister reputation revolved around a peculiar room on the top floor, a room with no number. No one in town could recall the last time anyone had stayed in that room. Rumors of a curse swirled around it, and the locals whispered tales of guests who dared to enter, only to vanish into thin air, lost forever to the malevolent energies that dwelled within. On a stormy night, Emily, a fearless and curious young woman, arrived in the town. She had heard the ominous stories of the Vanishing Hotel and was determined to uncover the truth behind its chilling legends. Ignoring the townsfolk's ominous warnings, she checked in and requested the room with no number. The hotel, once a beacon of luxury, now groaned with neglect as Emily ascended the creaking, winding staircase to the top floor. Her footsteps echoed eerily through dimly lit hallways, each step taken with unwavering determination. As she approached the corridor leading to the room, a chilling gust of wind suddenly swept through her, extinguishing her candle. Undaunted, Emily pressed on in the inky darkness, her fingertips tracing the rough wood of the door. Upon entering the room, Emily found herself surrounded by the remnants of a bygone era. Ancient wallpaper peeled from the walls, and the heavy, musty atmosphere seemed to suffocate her. Moonlight filtered through tattered curtains, casting eerie, dancing shadows across the room. In the center of the room, a grand mirror, its surface tarnished with age, stood as a solemn sentinel. Emily hesitated before the mirror, her breath forming a misty cloud in the frigid air. As she gazed into the glass, she caught a fleeting glimpse of movement behind her, a shadowy figure that disappeared when she spun around. Startled by the figure's sudden appearance, Emily instinctively turned toward the door to escape. But before she could reach for the handle, the massive wooden door slammed shut with an ear-splitting bang, resonating through the entire floor. The deafening sound sent a shiver down her spine, and Emily felt trapped, her heart pounding against her ribcage. Panic coursed through her veins as she realized the room had ensnared her, just as the legends had warned. In her terror, she turned back to the mirror, where the figure had become clearer. A spectral woman with hollow eyes, her bony hand extending toward Emily's wrist. The ghostly grip clamped onto her like an iron vice, and Emily screamed, her cries echoing through the chamber. She kicked and thrashed, but the spectral figure's strength belied her ethereal form. Emily felt herself being inexorably pulled closer to the mirror's menacing depths. Just as Emily's strength waned and she teetered on the precipice of the ghostly abyss, a sudden thunderous crash reverberated through the room. The door burst open, and a group of courageous individuals who had heard of Emily's daring journey rushed in. With sheer determination, they pried the spectral figure's grasp from Emily's wrist. She stumbled away from the mirror, gasping for breath. Her hand bore deep scratches, vivid red against her pale skin, a haunting reminder of her perilous encounter with the supernatural. The rescuers quickly escorted Emily out of the room and the sinister hotel. Their faces were pale, and their hearts raced from the bone-chilling experience. As they left the Vanishing Hotel behind, Emily couldn't help but wonder what would have happened if they hadn't arrived in the nick of time. The room with no number held secrets darker and more dangerous than she had ever imagined, secrets that would haunt her for the rest of her days. Story 2. The Haunting of Twilight Plaza. In the heart of a quiet town, nestled amidst the comforting familiarity of everyday life, there stood a shopping mall known as Twilight Plaza. By day, it was a bustling hub of activity where people came to shop, dine, and enjoy themselves. But when the sun dipped below the horizon and the clock struck midnight, a strange and eerie transformation unfolded. At the same hour every night, Twilight Plaza would lose all power. The lights flickered and died, plunging the once vibrant corridors into an inky darkness. Shoppers and workers alike found themselves suddenly shrouded in shadows, with nothing but the sound of their own heartbeats to keep them company. Among the regular shoppers of Twilight Plaza was Emily, a young woman known for her adventurous spirit. Emily had always been fascinated by the unexplained and the supernatural. She couldn't resist the allure of Twilight Plaza's mysterious haunting, and so, one fateful night, she decided to investigate. As the mall descended into darkness, strange and unsettling things began to happen. Emily, armed with a flashlight and her unwavering determination, stumbled and tripped over unseen obstacles. And then, the dragging began. A mysterious force seemed to pull her into hidden corners of Twilight Plaza, places that had no business existing in the mall's layout during daylight hours. These corners were dark, cold, and filled with eerie whispers that sent shivers down Emily's spine. She tried to escape, but no matter which way she ran, she always ended up back in the same haunting corner. Terrified and disoriented, Emily heard faint footsteps approaching, growing louder with each passing moment. The echoes of ghostly laughter filled the air, making her heart race with fear. And then, just as suddenly as it had begun, the dragging ceased, and she found herself back in the main corridor, the lights flickering back to life. Emily's eerie experiences didn't stop there. She documented strange messages scrawled on walls, objects moving on their own, and ghostly apparitions that materialized only in the depths of darkness. Each night brought new mysteries, drawing her deeper into the haunting enigma of Twilight Plaza. As word of Emily's investigation spread online, others joined her quest to unravel the mall's secrets. Together, they uncovered a history filled with darkness and despair. Twilight Plaza had been built upon the ruins of an old cemetery, disturbed and forgotten by time. Despite their efforts to understand the haunting, the mall's management remained helpless. They hired paranormal investigators and consulted with experts in the supernatural, but no one could explain the strange events that plagued Twilight Plaza. In the end, the mall's management had no choice but to shut down the building after midnight, sealing it off from the world during the witching hour. The once thriving shopping center became a ghostly relic, a place where the eerie and unexplained continued to unfold in the darkest hours of the night. To this day, Twilight Plaza stands as a chilling reminder that some mysteries are best left unsolved, and some places are better left abandoned when darkness falls. Emily's quest to uncover the truth had only scratched the surface, leaving viewers with lingering questions and a sense of unease, wondering if the haunting of Twilight Plaza would ever truly be explained.